Coming up on Good Morning Idaho.
Many of them were just vendors selling drinks. Many of them were just families watching the horses run.
Breaking news over the weekend from the small community of Wilder as federal and local law enforcement, including ICE, raid a private racetrack Sunday evening. The FBI saying overnight they arrested this man, Ivan Tellez, and 3 others over an alleged illegal gambling business.
It's discouraging. It's honestly like the worst feeling ever.
Hundreds of law enforcement officials there with Immigration Customs Enforcement, Homeland Security, Border Patrol, and several other agencies responding. Officers in full military gear, some in masks, holding rifles and even firing rubber bullets at the crowd. Dozens of people initially detained and some loaded into vans in chains. Other families reunited. Our Brady Caskey at the scene breaks down the latest. Plus,
I see the largest political demonstration in the history of
our Steve Dent at Saturday's No Kings rally in downtown Boise, where over 10,000 Idahoans joined millions across the country to protest the Trump administration.
Donald Trump out there for himself and for his billionaire buddies.
Good Morning Idaho starts right now. Good morning, Idaho, and what a huge weekend for news. I'm senior reporter Roland Barris, and we're getting straight to that chaotic scene out at Wilder over the weekend. Hundreds of law enforcement personnel across multiple agencies, including ICE, descended on the private racetrack, taking 4 individuals into custody. And the big question this morning is why were so many law enforcement officials needed to arrest 4 people? And was this about gambling or immigration? Our Brady Caskey was there and breaks down what we know.
4 people have been arrested after hundreds of law enforcement agents gathered for a massive operation here in Wilder. Officials say they served a federal search warrant against an alleged illegal gambling operation. I'm your neighborhood reporter Brady Caskey, and I was here for hours on Sunday while people were detained, questioned, and some were released. Others are now in police custody.
Now, if your family member is undocumented, there's a high chance they're going to be detained.
A farm in Wilder was hosting a large rodeo-type event at La Cathedral Arena when law enforcement raided the venue. According to an FBI press release, 4 people were arrested for illegal gambling, including the owner of the farm and a U.S. citizen, Ivan Tellez. Parents and community members showed up trying to figure out what happened to their children. It turned into some tense moments between the Hispanic community and law enforcement that included shooting rubber bullets towards the crowd.
Imagine if your kid was in there.
Before law enforcement got control of the scene as people wanted answers.
People were getting really restless. They wanted to know where their family members were. They wanted to know what was happening. They wanted to know where their children were, why their children were being detained. They weren't sure if this was an ICE operation or what type of operation it was, and they just wanted answers.
To learn more about the situation, I went to the other side of the property where I got a better view of the operation and saw ICE agents, DEA, FBI, state, and local law enforcement had set up a large-scale screening area where they were questioning people who were zip-tied or handcuffed.
Immigration will screen these people. What they do at that point, I don't know for sure.
I saw some people were chained and loaded into vans by agents. I also saw kids reunited with their families and police drones searching for people in a nearby cornfield.
We don't have so much people that look like us, and when we do, we try to get together and gather in community, and I think it's going to discourage people from going out. People are going to be scared.
Jeanette Orozco's father was detained as part of the raid.
People don't realize the situation until it really happens to them. I've been aware, and I've been really a big advocate in our community and trying my best to make sure all voices are heard. And I just want people to know out there that just because it's not happening to you doesn't mean it's not happening.
And at a community meeting later Sunday night, some in attendance said people were offered $1,000 to self-deport. The FBI special agent in charge and Canyon County Sheriff Karen Donahue are expected to give further statements later today. In Wilder, I'm your neighborhood reporter Brady Caskey for Idaho News 6.
The FBI released a statement this morning saying they did indeed arrest 4 people for their alleged role in a gambling operation. They sent 200 law enforcement personnel to arrest 4 people. 37-year-old Ivan Tellez of Wilder, 37-year-old Samuel Bejarano of Nissa, Oregon, 39-year-old Diana Fajardo of Nissa, Oregon, and 56-year-old Alejandro Estrada of Buell, Idaho. In the statement, the FBI says illegal gambling is not a victimless crime. It claims it can increase other crimes, but it does not indicate if it has done so in this case. This afternoon at 1 o'clock, Canyon County Sheriff Kieran Donahue and the FBI will hold a news conference to answer media questions. Idaho News 6 will be there and will have full coverage on idahonews6.com and on air. Bodere of Idaho is planning an Ice Out of Idaho protest 30 minutes prior to that news conference at 12:30 outside the Canyon County Administration Building. They encourage attendees to bring signs but to remain peaceful.